Hello and welcome to my magical little world where I get on here and I talk about good vibes, good energy, positive thoughts, and creative ideals. So today I'm doing my first self-love video, and the topic is checking ourselves. So I kind of wanted to share one of my personal stories with y'all and kind of let y'all know kind of how I learned some things about myself and how it helped me a great deal, and hopefully you take something from my channel that could possibly help you too. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So the beginning of this year, I kind of saw a lot of people making posts for the New Year's about wanting to remove negative people out of their life, be around better environments and stuff like that. And that's all good. That's great practice, but I think it's really important that we look at ourselves and make sure that we are not, holding that same energy that we're trying to get away from. We got to make sure that we're not being, that toxic person that we're looking to push away. So I'm gonna share with y'all my story of how I learned something about myself, and I feel like it helped me a great deal. Then I think that experiences like this that happen, it's always a lesson in it, and I always take from it, regardless of how bad it is. I always take the good from it, learn from it, and apply it to the rest of my life. And y'all, this is a big reality check for me, even though it's a horrible experience. And I'm not just gonna go for detail the story. I'm gonna mainly give the learning lesson in it, because I don't really want to go through the experiences of reliving that again. So I'm gonna try to tell y'all as much as I can without really going so much into it. So the beginning of 2018, I had something really bad happen to me, and it broke me down like really bad. And so this same experience has happened to me a couple of times before in my past or whatever. And when stuff horrible happens to you, of course you're sad, you're upset, you're just mad at the world. And that's kind of like how I was just kind of really upset. And I remember one day sitting in my room, and I was just like talking to myself, and I was like, why does this keep happening to me? This same exact situation, it keeps happening to me the same way, and at that time I was looking to blame everybody else, because and I think a lot of people were on my side just because I got hurt really bad from it. But when I was sitting in my room and I had that time alone to kind of really think, because when you go through something really traumatic, you look for people to give you advice and stuff, and it's just so much, it's just so many opinions, and so many people just it's so much on you. So when I was in my room, I had time to kind of really sit and think about this particular experience and why it kept happening. And so I remember telling myself, I said, I got to get to the bottom of why this keeps happening, because when something keeps happening the same way, sometimes you can't keep on looking to the person that it happens with. Sometimes it's something within you that is causing this to happen, and at the time I wasn't looking at it like that. But when I sat in my room, I kind of was looking. I said, well, let me go and kind of go to my past and kind of and ask around and take notes and try to understand why this same experience keep happening to me, because it was something that was really hurtful, so that's what I did. I kind of sucked up my pride, and I kind of contacted some people in my past that this same experience happened with. So the first person that I talked to, I was like, hey, what caused you to do this certain thing to me? What did I do to make you go ahead with what happened? They kind of told me that I wasn't the nicest person. I was kind of hard to be around, real difficult. I was kind of taking whatever, jotted it down. I was like, okay, thank you, whatever. Move to the next person. They gave me their input or whatever, and it was pretty much the same thing that the first person told me. So I didn't stop there. I kept going, because everybody who I had this experience with, I have to figure out like why it keeps happening. So I went to the last person, and they told me the same exact thing. So it was a real hard pill to swallow, because I feel when more than one person tell you the same thing about yourself, there's some truth to it. And so I had to take it. I had to sit there and I had to take it. And I was like, you know, it was something that I didn't realize that I was doing. And I didn't realize that it had that much effect on people. But it was something that I needed to hear, because everybody said it the same exact way. So the last experience that I had, you know, this little situation happened with, and I asked them, I said, hey, you know, what did I do to you to make you, you know, do this certain thing to me or whatever? And pretty much same thing. And it hurt, but like I said, it was something that I needed to hear. Definitely something I needed to hear. And I applied that to my life and I fixed it. You know, I just took it for what it was. I didn't really be like, well, no, you did this. No, hey, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes, you know, we focus on the part that hurt us. And I was so focused on the other person's part, and I wasn't taking responsibility for my own part or whatever. And so that's something that I learned to do this stuff, because, you know, it was the truth. I had to, you know, I had to face the truth about myself. So I had to open my eyes and realize that those nasty details about myself, I had to change it. I had to, you know, in order for, you know, this experience to not happen again, you know, at least for that not to be the reason for it happening again, you know. And so I took that and I applied that to my life, and y'all, and I definitely seen a lot of things change in my life just by me changing, you know, those things about myself that wasn't too nice, and I had to just fix it, and I definitely did. And so that's why I said I took the good from the situation. I took responsibility for my actions and the things that I was doing. You know, like I said, I didn't even know that, you know, I was being that type of person. So like I said, I took my responsibility for that and fixed it, and, you know, just kept moving. So when you're clearing out all the negative people out of your life, make sure you look at your own self and check yourself and do some self-evaluating and make sure that you're not the mean person. Really take time out to evaluate yourself, you know. And it's okay. I mean, we all mess up, you know, but, you know, stop, ask around, talk to people who are really genuine, who will, you know, really tell you their honest opinion of you. After you do that, stop and kind of compare the notes. See the common denominator of how people are seeing you, and if it's a nasty detail or a nasty characteristic about you that, you know, you're not happy with, change it. And don't be so hard on yourself. We all make mistakes, you know, and just own up to it and fix it. And I promise you, once you do that, you'll get some different results in, you know, with things in your life. So that's what helped me, you know. And I just want to share that with y'all. All right, you guys, so that was it. Hopefully you guys took something from this. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and I will talk to you guys later. Much love.